Oh, what a day! What a lovely day!
Welcome to Flat Earth Debate Live. I'm your host Nathan Oakley, and if you are new to this channel, or you've not done so already, how dare you? Then be sure to subscribe and hit the bell notification icon to keep up to date with the Flat Earth Debate. If you'd like to support this channel, there is a super chat that runs alongside each of these shows while they are live. There's also a PayPal, Patreon and crypto link in the info box below the video. If you'd like to join the community debate, then go to nathanoakley.com and check out the Flat Earth Debate Forum. Most importantly, if you'd like to join this discussion right here, right now, simply mute the page you are currently watching, then click the link in the info box below this video to join the panel and express your views on the shape of the Earth. If you do join, please don't swear. If you do, you'll be ejected, and if you are, please don't try to rejoin the stream using sock accounts. You'll be warmly welcome back on the next stream. Please also share the show on social media. Sharing the show obviously increases the live audience, but this in turn increases the chances of a more diverse panel, so please share the show. Now we are joined by Ranty Flat Earth, Physics Warrior, Paul, Chocolate Sane, Arwin, 10th Man, and a whole bunch of people on Discord. Very good to have you all.
Good afternoon.
Hello.
Hello.
Hello. Any evidence of Earth curvature?
Nope.
No.
Since we started our show.
No,
I got
you
my opinion.
there are some phenomena that you could mistake for curvature if you presuppose it.
No,
But other than that, no.
The bridge.
Don believes there is.
That's a very diplomatic way of putting it, Owen. My proof got shot down.
No, it's actually correct.
Any evidence of Earth curvature?
No.
Nope.
No?
Still looking. A few photos by one man.
You appreciate that Earth curves should be everywhere from every vantage point for every man, woman, child, goat, cat, dog, everything, everywhere. It should all be curving. You realise that?
Yeah, still hard to observe, isn't it, when you're on it though?
No. Should be obviously and observably curved. If it's curved, it's not though. It's
Not really.
obviously and observably flat.
Not obviously
the-
observably curved. no.
Don, your side says it's 8 inches per mile squared. The math is objective. Why is it hard to see?
Because we're really small.
No, but
compared to
math
it.
is objective.
Yeah, and that doesn't change how big we are, does it?
Well, no, it does, because if I say the distance between
it
you and the nearest filling station is 2 miles, that's objective, and it's 2 miles from your house to the filling station. If you say to me the Earth drops and curves from every tangent point 8 inches per mile square, that should be observable, just like your gas station is.
How should it be observable?
Because if you're 1 mile away from me,
How?
well, how can I
How?
talk if you talk?
You're not. That's not the question I asked. I
You
asked
said,
how
how
can
can
it
it
be
be
observed?
observable? Sounded like a question.
You said started with because.
Can I answer
sorry,
your
go on.
question?
Hey, Anon.
Hello.
Just want to.
How do you expect to observe it?
Do you want an answer
How
to your
do you
question or
expect
not,
it to be
Don?
observed?
I'm not going to play your game.
He won't let you answer it. He'll just keep asking. He's just asked the same question 4 times over the top of you trying to answer. That's his tactic. He's picked it up from the other ballers, and he won't relinquish it because he thinks it's going to get him a win when you forget your question or whatever. We don't need to hear the question 16 times over the top of him, Dawn. Shockingly.
Okay, sorry.
So what? What are you asking?
Maybe we do
How do you
need to.
expect it to be observed?
Okay, so the math, according to the curve, is 8 inches per mile squared. 8 inches from me to you, there should be 8 inches difference. And if you square it after all the other miles, then the drop would be seen very easily.
How should it be seen?
Because
How should it
of
look?
the curve, if it
No,
existed,
what should it look
you
like?
would
What should it look like? How should we
Curved.
see it?
Curved.
But left to right or curving away from us?
Curved in any
Exponential
direction.
drop
All
rate.
directions from your vantage point should be curved, Dawn. every direction. If it's a
You know
sphere,
them
it's
GoPro
curving.
videos?
If it's a
You
sphere,
know them
it's
3D camera videos where it looks like the
yeah,
Earth's
Dawn,
really
you seem to
small
be
and you're,
answering
looking at a
for
curve away
me.
from
You seem to
like
be
that.
answering for us. Curved. What does it look like if it's curved? If you're on a sphere, curved, Dawn. It just doesn't.
Yeah,
It
but
looks
you
flat.
understand what on a big sphere means, doesn't it? It means it doesn't curve straight away from you. You can't look at it curve away from you because it's big.
Why?
So
it
it's
seems-
too
still
big
seems
now.
like
It's too
a flat
big now
surface.
to see.
Okay. So Don, the picture of that bridge is not curved then.
No, it does look curved, doesn't it?
Oh, right.
I
So we can
would
see curve
love-
or we can't
would
see
love
curve.
I would love for you to go build a house, but first you go to the lumber store and you say, I'm going to pick out my own lumber because it needs to be straight. And as you pick up lumber, 2x4s, 4x6s, whatever, and you see a curve, you say, no, this won't work.
I don't see the relevance of that.
Oh, easy. Because when
I
you
used
pick lumber,
I used to work at a hardware floor outlet, and we don't have curved wood.
That's to do with scale as well, isn't it? You know, the shorter something is, the easier it is to get it straight and flat.
so then how do we see a curve with the bridge if it's so big?
It's not so big that you don't see it there. It's so big that you can't observe it everywhere.
How about just
You
over
can
the same
only
distance?
see the curve sometimes if you look carefully.
He's already said this at the beginning.
Yeah,
The
that's-
curve
that's
is only
it. Oh,
observed
yes,
by
that's
one man
correct.
in one location, even though it should be apparent from every single geographical location always. But when we say that, he says no.
shouldn't
It's
be apparent
it's me
from every
talking again, Dawn.
geographical
That's not
location.
your cue to rumpus the living
You're
shit
just
out of me.
lying.
Right, I'm going to kick you out, Dawn,
lying.
because clearly every single time I talk, you talk over me. You've made it clear that we shouldn't see curve from the ground because it's too big. Then we point out that you've got a claimed picture of curve from the ground and you say, yeah, one man can see curve. These are your words. So, yeah, we're pointing out there's a contradiction. You say it shouldn't be seen from all vantage points. We say it should if it's curved. Then when we point out that there is apparently a claim of curve, you say, well, you can see it from the ground. Those are two different positions in opposition. Again, when I get to the conclusion, it's Dawn's time to obfuscate the point by talking over me, of course. Mute button time, right, Dawn? Mute button. Shut the fuck up. Yeah, you're holding two different positions that are contradictory to one another. Either you can see curve from the ground because it's a curve, or you can't see curve because it's too big. It can't simultaneously be both, but you've simultaneously claimed both. First you claimed we can't see it, then it was pointed out that you're claiming we can see it. Two positions in contradiction to one another.
They're not in
Textbook
contradiction because
doublespeak.
obviously you can't see the ocean curve away from it. You can only see the curve of those bridges as you look down the length of those pylons or bridge.
Oh, so the curve is only observable by soundly then, not from every single... There he goes again. So not... There he goes again. Of course, it's mute button time. Nathan's talking. Time to mute Nathan. Right, Dawn? Time to mute me.
I was just saying no.
Yeah, I'm still talking, Dawn. That
you're
means
wrong.
shut the fuck up, not carry on interrupting when I get a small pause out of you. Yeah, so it's not observable from every geographical location then, Dawn. When we asked you that, no, it's too big to observe. But it is observable by soundly one man. That's interesting, Dawn. I would expect, as pointed out, us to be able to see it from every single geographical location because it's there he goes again. Of course, it's Dawn's turn to talk. It's conclusion time, Fundy. Yeah, so it's not time for you to talk while I make my conclusion. The
You lied about what you'd expect to see.
Bye bye, Dawn. You're intolerable. You won't let the conclusion be made because you're a Fundy. So you've got to interrupt it, haven't you, Dawn? You've got to talk over the top of me. You've got to mute me. It seems there's so much projection from the globe side, I constantly get accused of muting people. In reality, Fundies won't let me take apart their doublespeak. When I point out that he's made it quite clear we can't see curve from the ground, it's too big. He's got a photo that shows curve from the ground. He says there's no contradiction. Wrong. Glaring contradiction. So, Dawn, I'll make my point again, see if you can contain yourself for a few more seconds while I make the actual conclusion. We should, given that you claim soundly can see curve, see that curve everywhere, always. Not under certain conditions, not from just one man, but always from every single vantage point. If it's curved, it's curved. The problem being is you've got to get very specific about the circumstances and location and the person, it would seem, in order to achieve curve that, according to you, Dawn, we can't see.
That's a lie. Research narcissism.
That's called an ad hominem attack. So you've paused. I'm sure you'll interrupt me while I correct you. You haven't addressed my argument regarding the contradiction. You have merely attacked me, personally, which isn't an address to the argument and the contradiction containing you explaining that we can't see curve and then simultaneously explaining that one man and one location during one set of circumstances has photographed that very curve you say we can't see. Like he's gone.
About time. Every time
Anybody
you get
watching the drama
close,
unfold on the non sequitur show?
Say again, Anon.
Anybody watching the drama unfold on the non sequitur show?
Yeah,
The
we chatted
internal
about it
beef.
at the beginning of technically
What
now
happened?
yesterday's show, if you know what I mean.
I don't know. Russian vids just put up a video of Kyle and one of the other guys just fighting. It's really amusing.
Yeah, I
no
agree.
more drama.
It was entertaining, very off topic, but yeah, I'm happy to discuss it again if you want to. Obviously, you do. Anon.
No, not really. I just want to point it out so somebody might want to watch it later on, just for some lulls.
Yeah, check it out, Russian Vids channel. I did actually drop him on my line. I was like, if you're around and you want to discuss this non-sex stuff, it'd be great to have you on. So I did send him an invite. He's probably not even at our bed yet, so I doubt he'll join, but you never know.
Someone needs to replace the debates that they have on there. Nathan, think you could be a mod like that?
I've done it a few times. I've said this to you when you suggested it a few days back. I said, yeah, if somebody wants to debate someone else, I'm more than happy to play moderator and not play the protagonist, i.e. the person doing the debating. More than happy to moderate two other people, like I did with Paula and that guy J Media, whatever it was called. You know, fishing for seaweed. I just sat back and moderated. I've got no issue with that.
You think you could contain your rage?
My rage is as the protagonist, though, isn't it? Not the moderator.
Okay, fair enough. So, so you're willing to host more debates, or like have a similar kind of way they used to do it?
I didn't watch the non-sequitur show. I've only got a vague idea from what you guys have presented. But if there is a specific circumstance where someone wants to debate someone one-to-one, like Paula did, then I will do it and moderate without interjecting or siding with the flat earther. I'll just moderate. I'm more than happy to do that.
Okay.
Drop me a line. There you go. I'll do a call to action. If you have somebody that you want to debate on globe side or flat earth side, or concave for that matter, feel free to drop me a line, Nathan Oakley 1980 at AOL.com, and I'll set something up between the two of you and moderate. I am a good moderator, even if I do say so myself with tongue tied. Yeah, I can be a moderator. Often, obviously, on this show, I am arguing the point from the flat earth side.
That was the best flow of information about Don for a while. I mean, he really incriminated himself.
I'll debate giggles based on sunset perspective.
Yeah, they don't like getting pummeled. I get sick and tired of people claiming I'm muting them, when in reality what's happening is I'm getting rumpused non-stop.
Well, every time you got close, he interrupted because he knew where he would go, and he just can't allow himself to go there. So he interrupts.
Yeah, it's their only
Well,
tactic.
He does totally concede that it's his belief, and that's all. Like he literally will say, "That's just my belief."
Sorry, who's speaking? I need to turn you up.
It was Eli. I was just saying that Don does admit that it's only his belief. Like he's admitted that multiple times.
Okay. Yeah, but he doesn't
That's
like
fine,
it
but
when I point out that he's a fundamentalist. He doesn't like that. He says I'm calling him names.
that's
That
fine for
part
Don
is
to say
true.
it's his
There's
belief.
something about they don't like. I mean, I wouldn't like to be called a fundamentalist either, but he does concede that it's the belief. It's that when it gets into it's a fundamentalist belief and all this, that's when it's like you see all the resistance. Like I'm having the same type of resistance in another chat myself.
Fundamentalism, strict adherence to the basic principles of any subject or discipline. Strict adherence to Earth curve under all circumstances. That would be fundamentalism. Don't have to like it, fundies.
Amen.
Oh, Ranty,
Yes.
do you watch Validation Boy?
No.
Ah, damn, second time. Validation Boy made a video and I do subscribe to him. Shout out to Validation Boy. Don't be a prick about Patricia. She's already gone. Don't, you know. Anyway, he had a go at you for nicking his terms.
Terms?
Yeah. I mean, when he was saying it, I was laughing my head off with my wife because I was like, notice how he doesn't mention me because I credit him, right? But you don't credit him, but you don't watch him.
I don't even know who he is.
Validation? Yeah, you do. Come on, you know how Validation Boy is.
Well, why? What terms have I nicked off him anyway?
That bit I don't know. I wasn't paying that close attention, but I know he's having a go at you for nicking his terms and not crediting him.
Oh, right, okay, well,
There was something else as well. Oh, you had a go at someone else for not having... Oh, yeah. Because you had a go at Pete Shea, it was perceived by Validation Boy that you were having a go at Pete Shea on account of the fact that he didn't have many subs and therefore his opinion wasn't valid, when in reality you're having a go at him for calling somebody a tranny when they're not.
Yeah, exactly. And I said at the end of the day, he's always showing up in he gets spoken about a lot. A lot of people know who Pete Shea is, but whenever he goes live, he only has 5 people watching. It's like nobody cares about the shit he talks, and he's always there saying the same stuff, tranny this, tranny that, and it's depressing to see it because, these narratives tend to set, there's been ladies on my channel who I've interviewed. And Pete's immediately saying, that's definitely a tranny. Just look at her. Yeah, tranny. And then the next time she shows up in the side chat talking somewhere, he's on her saying, yeah, you're a tranny. Yeah, you're a tranny. It's like, where's all this come from? A lady's just appeared on my show and he just called her a tranny. He's cancer, But anyway, that's
well, that's interesting. Very interesting on account of the fact that's Validation Boy's point. So Validation Boy saying, admittedly in regards to Patricia, as opposed to you saying it about Pete, he's saying, you don't represent me. Now, in some respects, I can agree with him entirely. It's like, well, if somebody you perceive is putting out information that you don't agree with and you say they don't represent you, then that's perfectly acceptable to express that view. I have also done the same. And you're saying that about Pete Shea. It just amused me that he was also claiming you'd nicked some of his terminology.
I don't know. I had an email from a globe earther, actually. I'm not going to say who it was because obviously he's not actually said that he doesn't want me to say who he is. But basically he says, thank you for doing that video on Patricia. I watched the entire video. It was heart-wrenching. I wish I could have joined in the live chat. I commented on the video, but I felt a personal thank you was in order. Although we don't agree on the Earth's shape, I completely agree that Patricia was treated poorly. Well done for standing up for her. I will take this as an object lesson for the females on our side of the debate. If you feel any ballers treat the FE ladies poorly because of their gender, let me know. I will address them. So
yeah, he's also got a bit of an issue with people defending women. So he's got this term like the gold-plated vagina, people treating women, like putting women on a pedestal, basically, is what he means. But in other words, you're kind of, although he didn't say this directly, he's hinting at you sort of virtue signalling the gold-plated vagina.
No, I don't give a shit. If people want to attack women, let them do it. I just don't like the trans stuff that are unsubstantiated. You know, I mean, there was no proof whatsoever about Patricia being transgender at all. There was no proof whatsoever of a lady who appeared on my channel having a discussion with me was a transgender. But the narrative is being set by these people, and it's completely wrong. You know, this is bullying of the highest order. You can't say something worse to a lady if you even tried. That's probably the worst thing you could call anybody, you know? And I don't like that. So I'll stick up for ladies in that respect. But if they want to get in on the debate and they want to get stuck in and have an argument with somebody about stuff, fair enough. It's all fair dues and love and war in this argument. You know, there's no place for cowards in this debate. But when it comes to being the transgender and the way that the people seem to latch onto that terminology and then start, you know, saying it over and over and over again, it's disgusting. There's no place for it in flat earth debates. There we go.
Has a channel gone and everything?
That's what, sorry?
Yes.
Yeah, she's removed it completely. She's taken herself off Instagram, taken herself off Facebook. She's basically gone, I'm tired of this, you know. The way she phrased it to me, Ellen, was to say, look, I had a very nice life before Flat Earth, and I've come here with the best of intentions. I'm a good person, and I've just got bullied incessantly and called horrible things non-stop by people on my own side. That was the thing that she was most keen to highlight,
Yes,
that this isn't
I guess-
globeheads that have done it to her, it's people on her own side.
I guess there's a point where there's no return or little of value to carry on. Some of the people involved in conspiracies are pretty weird.
I agree.
The transvestigations. I'm not sure whether that guy, you know, is it Hans? Who does
Yeah,
all the
Conspiracies by
transvestigating?
Hands, yes, I do know who he is.
Yeah. I always thought that channel was a joke.
In some ways, when I was watching it, I would chuckle along like it was a joke, because, you know, the amount, how many times can you hear, I've got cast iron proof for this, look at the shoulders, look at the shoulders. That's proof of nothing, but it was quite amusing, and that's how I took it, until people of course, as they do, take it seriously.
But, you know, I watched a video of him, I watched 3 videos of him denying volcanoes. They don't exist.
Denying volcanoes, eh?
Yeah. But that, it speaks to the society that we live in, where Trump can be who he is, no need for facts, no need for reality, and people just go along anyway. It's quite a dangerous society we live in these
No
days.
need for reality, right? Like globetards. Do you have any scientific evidence for your spinning ball religion, Alan?
You sound quite angry today, John. Which side of the bed did you get out of?
I thought I think I sound great.
Okay.
Just ask a question.
What I need is a ticker counter on the side of the stream. What's my obfuscation? Ding! Claiming somebody's tired. Obfuscation number 1.
And any answer to that question with sugar on top? Over?
What kind of evidence would you accept?
Scientific evidence.
Anything from NASA?
Do they have scientific evidence?
Depends whether you're going to force me down the independent variable.
Independent variable, what's that?
Everything has to have an independent variable, John.
Everything?
What?
How about pineapple upside down cakes?
Sorry?
What's the independent variable for pineapple upside down cake if you're claiming everything must have an independent variable on, as you have?
I would say it was a tin.
tin causes pineapple upside down cake. Pineapple upside down cake is not a phenomena. It's man-made. Tin definitely doesn't cause it. Not everything needs an independent variable. It's to establish cause, Alan.
You guys. 3 years. No change.
Yeah, no
No
curve.
change?
No
No,
rotation.
a lot
no
of change.
proof
Ding
of
ding!
globe. Yeah.
Obfuscation number 2. Move subject onto the passing of time and how things don't change on the show. Interesting. So, do we know what scientific evidence is now? Or not?
Talking to me?
Yeah, you've been asked for scientific evidence of your spinning ball religion. We've had 2 obfuscations so far, and a question about whether or not we'd accept evidence from NASA, an explanation that if it's scientific evidence we would. Then we had an assertion from you that everything needs an independent variable. We've just done away with that nonsense. So we're
was
now
a
back to the
joke.
original
That was a
question.
joke. You didn't
While
get
it gets
it.
talked over, because I'm bringing things back on track, of course, it's time for obfuscation number 3. Talk over Nathan while he brings things back on track. Mute button, eh, Alan? Yes, I'll bring things back on track, hopefully without any interruption from you. Yes, so you've been asked for your scientific evidence, possibly from NASA, for your spinning ball religion.
Stop picking on me.
Was that obfuscation number 3? Ding, 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 ding,
it was a
ding.
joke.
Claim
Come on, relax, it's
victimhood.
Friday.
Claim he's being pigeonholed. Rather than answering the question. Ding, ding, ding. Obfuscation number 3. I think I will get a ticker.
Actually, that's 4, Nathan. It's 4.
You can believe
Number
what you
4.
wish. You can believe what you wish. I'm fine with that.
We're not. It's not about our beliefs. Reversal of burden. Not our beliefs in question. Your belief. Fundamentalist belief in a spinning ball flying through
You
a
don't know
vacuum.
what I believe, though.
Ding, 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 ding.
Yeah, we do. We know
You
you're a
don't?
globehead. We know you, Alan. Do you think this is the first time on the show? You've been coming here for about a year.
I don't believe in anything, including the last statement.
Oh, the slick James Johnson defense.
Ding, 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 ding.
The Alan B experience.
Who's slick?
Wow. I've been gone for a while, huh?
Who's Slick James?
No, that's another.
No
Well,
one of
Ding, 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 ding,
consequence.
ding.
Just keeps adding up. Get the ticker.
How many are we collecting? What do I get? Do I win a tea towel at the end? A cup? A mug?
Yeah. Even if
You
we
win
had
a-
a prize, you
Nope,
wouldn't believe it.
nope.
You
nope.
win a toy
Once you-
globe.
Nope, hold on. Once you reach 10, you get a free lobotomy.
What? Out of interest, John, what do you get out of this?
Ding, 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 ding.
Another one.
Well, seems a fair question.
Same thing you get out of it.
I like to come and chat with people with different beliefs.
There
But
you
you
go.
don't believe in beliefs.
I know.
So then what are you talking about?
I'm interested in what you believe and why.
But no, you said there are no beliefs. It doesn't exist. What are you talking about nothing then?
I'm interested in what you believe.
You can't use that word. It's a violation of logic.
No, it isn't.
Okay, let me ask you a question. Do you have any beliefs?
Yes.
Well, you just violated what you said earlier then.
No, I didn't. That was a joke. Jesus.
Oh, I see. So when you get caught, it's always
take
a
the
joke.
stick out.
Hang on.
Because, 10th man, no beliefs is indeed a belief system.
Of course.
Tell that to Slick.
Thank you for
Who's
thank you for
Slick?
saying you're not joking now. I didn't know you were joking.
Who's Slick?
He's a guy that constantly insisted upon not having beliefs, but only experience, that he doesn't draw any conclusions from.
Oh, okay. I must have
Excuse
missed
me. Excuse me. I think we've forgotten what the question was. Please post one shred of scientific evidence for your spinning ball religion.
Why is it a religion? Why do you refer to it as a religion?
Ding, ding, ding.
Can I answer that question?
Yeah, go ahead.
Because it's actually worse than a religion. It's almost like a cult. Because just like Scientology, because if you go against it, you get shunned by society. And you're pushed away. And you're called crazy. and you literally lose family members. Only other things that do that are Scientology and Mormonism and those other weird things. So it's the same thing, except it just happens to encompass overwhelming majority of the people, over 99% of the people. So just because 99% of the people are in a cult doesn't make it less of a cult.
So why would you choose that path?
I didn't
Excuse
choose that
me.
path. I was
Excuse
brainwashed.
me. Excuse me. I have an interruption.
Hi, John.
Can you please post one shred of scientific evidence for your spinning ball religion with sugar on top? Over.
Shreddy balls.
You're talking with Alan B, John. You may not know him personally, but I'm pretty sure doing that is a complete waste of time. You'll spend hours red herring it.
Yeah,
So-
that's all he can do, because there isn't any scientific evidence for his spinning ball religion. It's just his fundamentalist religious belief in something he cannot prove and can only obfuscate, laugh at when this point is made, the conclusion of his obfuscation. Clearly, this needs obfuscating because he's talking. Clearly, you have no scientific evidence of your spinning ball religion, Alan. Clearly, that's the conclusion here.
I love the psychological reversing of calling people fundamentalists when you believe the world is flat and you live
Not a
under
belief.
dome.
Not a belief.
Ding, ding, ding,
Ding, ding, ding, ding, ding.
The problem is, Alan, is that you believe you live on a spinning ball with no empirical evidence to show that.
What difference does it make? Chucky, at the end of the day...
That equals a religion. Belief without evidence.
What difference does it make?
Excuse me.
Hi,
Are you
John.
quoting Hillary Clinton?
Excuse me. Thank you. Belief without evidence is a religion.
Sorry, John, you broke up.
Belief without
In
evidence.
context, it was kind of a quote of Hillary Clinton. Like at this point, what
Belief
difference
without-
does it make
excuse
when
me.
it makes a lot of difference? It's
Pardon me. Is your name John? Belief without evidence is religion.
Any evidence of God?
No. Earth Curb. We're talking about your religion.
Ding, 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 ding.
The bell's ringing. What have I won? Where's my tea towel?
It's what's my obfuscation. They're just ringing the bell every time they hear one.
Oh, come on, relax.
Me, I'm sat in a really comfy position.
We are relaxed.
Totally
Alan.
relaxed.
We are all very relaxed, buddy.
Ding, 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 ding.
Alan, if you want your tea towel, go to the nearest bathhouse and you'll get a tea towel slapped to your ass.
Is that what you think about, Owen?
I think you probably wouldn't mind.
It's time for John to ask the question he asked 15 minutes ago.
Do you have any scientific evidence for your spinning ball religion? Over.
What evidence would you accept?
Scientific.
Scientific
Anything-
evidence
anything
for
from
the
NASA?
second time.
Himurari? Accept that?
Cool.
It uses the
Hold
blue
on,
marble
hold on.
data set.
We're getting somewhere. He said he's got some scientific evidence. Himurari.
What would you
Excellent.
accept?
Excellent.
I don't believe you'd accept anything that I present.
No scientific evidence. That's it.
He said he's got a claim of. He's claimed he's got something. Himurari. Tell us all about it.
You know all about it. You just deny it.
No, what?
We know that the data is being placed on top of the blue marble data set.
Anon.
It's not a real photo.
Anon. It's not your claim. Tell us what the Himurari is and how it is scientific evidence of your spinning ball religion, please.
Spinning ball religion.
Ding, 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 ding.
I like Sky Vacuum better.
Sky Vacuum.
Ding, 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 ding.
Where does all this end? Are we just wasting our time? Do you think?
When you
You are.
answer it, that's
You
when
are.
it ends.
But even if you don't accept the answer, what's the point?
We don't know what the answer is yet. We've asked for scientific evidence. You've said one word, Himawari.
Yeah, but I can guess what the reply will be. So you know.
You can't. How would you even know
Ding,
if
ding,
you
ding,
would
ding,
accept
ding,
it if
ding.
you're never gonna answer it?
Divining complete strangers' thoughts. Ding, ding, ding.
Divining strangers' thoughts, right, yeah. You don't know that, Alan. Let's have a little go. Obviously, this is something that you hold as scientific evidence of your spinning ball religion, so we'd love to know. We want converting back to the ball.
Why do you need converting?
Oh, because we've left that religion when we realised it was just a religion.
Yeah, Alan, maybe we missed something. Maybe there's something that you're going to say right now that's going to have all of us thinking we're wrong. So,
as I stated before, you're quite free to believe anything you wish.
yeah, but if you have some type of facts or something that could back up your claim, and then, you know, we're intellectually honest here. So if you have actual facts and empirical data, then we will consider that.
It's
I like how
funny,
that's funny
Alan.
to you.
Alan, it's funny that this isn't called the What You Believe debate channel. It's called the Flat Earth debate channel.
I know I've missed it in a way, but in many ways it's not changed at all.
Ding, 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 ding.
Yeah, that's right. We still don't allow you to waste
Hold
our
on.
time.
I can hear John breathing in. Go ahead, John.
Excuse me, but the truth never changes. Surprise. So, back to the question. Do you have any scientific evidence for your spinning ball religion? Please with sugar on top.
Well,
And a cherry tomato.
Well, the cherry tomato would be floating halfway down, surely.
You gave him that on a plate chocolate.
It's suspended.
You gave him that on a plate chocolate. So, yeah. I appreciate that's amusing, that side note on a different subject about relative density. But the question specifically, John, I'll just ask John something. Bear with me, Alan. Is it okay if I ask him a slightly different question?
Of course.
Thank you. So, given that we are the ones considered to have this crazy fundamentalist belief, why would it be the case that you, the one who obviously believes that you're in the right, without a fundamentalist belief, cannot provide any validity to your fundamentalist religious belief in a spinning ball religion?
I believe that all evidence presented to you will be denied, ignored, and scoffed at.
Okay.
So therefore, I believe it would be a waste of time.
Okay. Well, given that you've said the word believe twice in that statement, I'm more than happy to say that I'm not too concerned with your beliefs. I thought that was the point being made here. Your fundamentalist religious belief in a sphere, and now we've got your beliefs in what we believe about your religious belief in a sphere. Not interested. Just want the actual evidence that you hold as proof of a sphere. Scientific being the standard.
Why do you think they'd lie?
Ding, 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 ding,
Say again,
ding,
little
ding,
eye.
ding.
Ding, 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 ding. Appeal to motivation, intent
seriously.
fallacy.
Can we talk about
Yeah,
that?
seriously, red herring. Always. I
seriously.
told you guys, it's a waste of time.
Owen, can we talk?
Either you have tea
let's
and
talk about-
crumpets and a bunch of talk,
Okay,
or
fine.
you have
Well,
a discussion. You're not going to have it with Alan B.
Let's
fine.
talk about that.
To satisfy Arwin, is there
why would
anybody
they
in the
lie?
Discord server that wants to actually present any evidence whatsoever of anything we cover in the housekeeping?
Come off mute and share your pain.
Share your pain.
Come
You're not
on,
Spurs. I'm not here to give you therapy.
Joe's not here now.
No,
John.
let's just get that clear. I just don't want that to be confused because John said it. Right, I'm not here to give you therapy. I'm here to take a dump on your religion. But nonetheless, if someone believes they've got some evidence of their spinning ball religion, I would like to hear it because Alan will just obfuscate, as Arwin's pointed out.
No, I'm genuinely interested why you believe people would lie, what the end game is. So
No
to
idea
speak.
what their motivation is. I just know that they are lying because there is no curve.
What do you think, John?
Appeal to motive, intent fallacy. Ding, 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 ding.
Come on, answer.
Who cares? We don't know the motivation. We just
have a
know they're lying.
conversation. Have a civil conversation.
I've answered you. We can't appeal to their motive. I know you like to divine what you believe we think. We aren't insane and don't divine the thoughts of people we don't know. That's insanity. So to answer your question, I can't divine the motivation of somebody who I don't know if they are the perpetrator of the lie. I don't know who's made the lie. I just know where it's originated and that it's a lie. That's all I know. And I can highlight that it's a lie. That's it. The motivation's irrelevant to me.
Okay, so what you're actually saying is, you have no evidence of a flat Earth, but everything that I believe...
No, that's not what I said.
Wrong.
Those words did not cross my lips. This will now be a misrepresentation, as I have not said that. No. Incorrect. Do you want to start again?
You have no evidence of flat Earth, but everything...
Incorrect. Also wrong. Flashes up on screen periodically throughout the entire show as the show progresses. Next one on screen, I'll point it out to you, Alan.
Where's your evidence?
He didn't use the word flat Earth in his entire sentence. Alan.
It'll appear on screen momentarily. There's a role continually for this very purpose. When somebody like yourself comes on and says, there's no evidence that the Earth is obviously and observably flat, and then we point out one of the slides of, say, Barrow-in-Furness at 18 miles, and we just see the buildings, concrete noun, no explanation needed, flat plane, obviously and observably flat, but we get told phenomena, buildings being loomed. It's actually not really there. We get told a whole load of nonsense. We, on the other hand, the flat earthers, give zero explanation. No explanation required. When we see that the Earth is obviously and observably flat, we just see something far away. No explanation needed. Why would we need to give one? Well, because nothing's happening. There's no phenomena. But we get told there's phenomena looming. Right, Alan? Do you not remember any of these conversations? Short-term memory, getting a bit old.
Well, I am old, yes, that is a fact.
Yeah, well, we've had these conversations with you on the panel, Alan. Maybe go back and have a listen to the summer conversations you were involved in.
It's just an unusual structure for you to hold, that you don't know why they're doing it, who it is.
Right, back to this. So, just moving past the fact that we do have evidence that the Earth is obviously and observably flat, just moving back to motivation, which we've already covered. Dancing around a little bit, Alan.
I'm just interested in that.
I've already told you this, so okay, I'll repeat myself. I can't divine the motivation of a person who I do not know.
But you've come to the conclusion that that's true.
Based on a discovery of the lie. The Earth is obviously... Oh, well, what do we know? Barrow-in-Furness on screen. Obviously and observably flat, 18 miles. There you go. Proof.
1 foot elevation.
If you walk into a room and there's a dead woman on the floor, and you say, oh, look, there's a dead woman on the floor, and you go, what's the motive? Who killed her? Why? Until you figure out who killed her and why, I'm not going to believe there's a dead woman on the ground. That is what that's your logic. We don't know why there's a dead woman on the ground, but she's clearly dead, and she has 2 backstabs.
That's quite possible.
So she's dead. So they kill her. They killed her. We don't know why.
So my question was, given that we are the ones claimed to be fundamentalists, and we do have obvious and observable proof that the Earth is flat, it's literally on screen now, Alan. Why would it be the case that the person without any evidence of their spinning ball space monkey religion would be the one to claim that we're strange and have got weird beliefs, when it's not a belief, it's obviously and observably flat? Absolutely not a belief. 18 miles, that clock. Smaller, because it's far away. Of course, that's claimed to be Earth curve if you use geometric-only perspective hijacking curve calculator maths, like you would, given that you believe you live on a sphere. Me, I don't need to do any of that nonsense. I just look at a clock and say, clock. End of explanation, because no explanation needed. Earth is obviously and observably flat. There it is on screen, Alan. So, given that it's obviously and observably flat, and there is no scientific evidence of a ball, why would it be that we were questioned about our motivations when you are the one with a fundamentalist religious belief, Alan?
Well, I do question your motivations. I don't believe that you believe it's flat.
Yeah,
I believe that
sorry.
We don't care.
Sorry,
Your
again.
beliefs
Sorry.
are inferior.
Sorry, Alan's divining my motivation again. Psychic Alan. Seems like you have mental issues because you're divining other people's thoughts, Alan. I'm just making my conclusion based on your last statement. It's called a rebuttal. I'd like to give it uninterrupted, please. It seems that you are divining other people's thoughts. I would say that's borderline insanity, Alan. Now, given that you are the one here without any evidence for your fundamentalist religion, and you are the one divining other people's thoughts, I find it very interesting that you would question our motivations, given that you literally seem insane.
I was questioning your motivations.
No, you divined them. You
No, I didn't.
divined my motivations as not believing the Earth is flat, claiming that I have a belief and that I believe the Earth is flat, but that's actually incorrect. You made quite a few assumptions about my beliefs and thoughts. You divined my thoughts, Psychic Alan. So either you're insane, or you're a fundy, or both.
No, I think there's more to it. I think that he's actually trying to basically say, like, yeah, you're lying, and I'm trying to figure out very calmly in your face how you're lying. That's the act he's trying to put up.
I don't believe you believe the Earth is flat. He divined my beliefs. That's insanity. You claim to be psychic, Mystic Alan.
What he's saying is he doesn't believe that you
I'm very
are
quiet,
genuine.
Alan, but of course this is the opportunity rather than the tension building that Arwin should answer for him.
Nothing changes, Nathan.
Ding, 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 ding. I'm still waiting for John's question to be answered. Alan.
The thing is, 10th man, you don't decide anything.
Ding, 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 ding. There's another one. There's another one, Alan. You know what's so amazing, Alan? You sound just like Dawn, who called Nathan a narcissist. You can't handle the truth, so you got to say he's doing this all for money and only for money, and he really doesn't.
There's so
mean
much
that.
money in this, bro. You have no idea. You have Lambos.
Oh my gosh.
I hear all the flat Earth channels just get Lambos left and right.
Yeah, they can't prove the globe, so it's all for money.
Who said it? Who said it was money? Attention, ego, fame.
Ding, 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 ding.
Just for clarity, given that
Nice now because this
red carpets.
Hold on. Just for clarity, given that there is an argument going on about money between non-sec hosts, yeah, I do actually do this for a living, and I do want you to smash the super chat just to make that clear.
Yes, smash the super chat. Nathan needs some new shoes.
Indeed,
Thank
indeed,
you for
I do,
helping
Alan.
us make money.
He's got 2 children to bring up, so hit that cash.
I've never denied it, but I'm using it as a segue into whether or not you'd heard about the non sequitur, because Non-Moto brought it up, and you said you weren't really in the loop with this stuff. It's relatively recent.
Shout out to Kyle.
No, not aware of that. Or Slick. Or
I have a topic.
Shout out
concerning-
retracted.
I have a topic concerning the non-sec.
Go on.
There seems to be a professor at the University of Tampa named Stephanie Thomason. I had just emailed her and cordially invited her to the Flat Earth debate over her 3 comments she made yesterday. And I quote, "I just don't even get the logic behind the Earth is flat," number 1. Number 2, they think actually the whole world is under a conspiracy. It's just crazy. Number 3, all the stuff we have that's evidence of a globe, it's insane. So I took the liberty of emailing her and cordially inviting her to the Flat Earth debate to show us this evidence and how we're insane, and for her to post the syllogism for the logic behind the Earth is flat and how it's invalid. Thank you.
What was the name?
Her name is Professor Stephanie Thomason from the University of Tampa.
Really good.
Not coming here.
Well, Professor, we'll be waiting patiently for you.
No, she sounds a lot more, what's the word? Self-assured than maybe Alan. And being a professor declaring that there's so much evidence for a globe, then great. Maybe she's just what we're looking for.
She's clearly a newbie, so she doesn't know yet what she's getting herself into.
Professor, Professor, declaring that the Earth is obviously a globe. She's well and truly up for it by the sounds of things.
That's what they all say when they are not informed yet.
Well,
Alan, I'm still waiting. Ding, 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 ding.
10th man, you don't decide. Anyway, guys, I've got to go.
Oh, I'm glad you decided.
hold on. Hold
Whoa.
on. I want to hear his sharp exit.
Sharp exit, not sharp exit.
Oh,
I
really?
can see Barrow coming for the Bowls Club, so I'll see you on September the 12th when I return.
Thank you
Have a
very
great
much for
night,
joining,
and,
Alan. It
hope
has been a
everything goes
pleasure.
well.
I do mean that sincerely.
Yeah, goodbye.
Bye-bye.
Take care. Alan.
Later,
La-di-da.
Robert Kiss.
See you later, Alan.
La-di-da.
Hey, Nathan, can I make a suggestion for the show?
Yes.
So you know the images you have running like right now. I've seen that image probably, I don't know, God knows how many times, and I really wasn't quite sure what it was. And I'm a regular at the show. I watch this all the time. So for new people, they're not gonna know what the hell this is. It'd be nice. I just found out today, just right now, when you explained what it was, 18 miles away. It'd be nice if with text it's written. This building 18 miles away.
Oh, no,
arrow.
No. Yeah, if you're a regular
Why?
watcher of the show, you definitely know what this image is. And I'm very grateful you've just said that, Anon, because that's the point. So some dick like Alan comes on and says, you don't have any proof of a flat earth. And because you're so accustomed to seeing the same pictures going past over and over, you ignore them. And then I press pause within 30 seconds of that statement being made. And what have we got? 1 foot off the ground, Barrow in finesse, 18 miles. And is the clock the same size as the boat? No, it's much bigger. But it's perspective that's made it the same size as the boat there. But according to them, if the bottom was obscured, it would be Earth curve. Well, no, this is a perfect image of a flat plane. No distortion.
I agree.
No imperfections. Just 18 miles of the Earth being obviously and observably flat. And it does occasionally come up normally when a fundy comes on. Now, there's a few people out there that have fell victim to this. Not always this picture. There's various pictures. This is the Isle of Man and a few others and various other bits that I use as examples. You know, graphical depictions of perspective, hijacking images of globes with little mountains going over them. Again, very useful in example when that comes up. I just have to wait for the right moment and press pause. And then I can go, there you go. That's an example of a perspective hijacking, proof of nothing, orthographic view. The mountains are all the same size, right? Well, no. As you're looking at those mountains going further and further away, they get smaller and smaller. But in this depiction, they're all the same size. That's how the maths works, to hijack perspective. But if I put that label or that description underneath it as it flashes by, we'll never get a globe head on because they're already terrified. You know, you can't let them know all of the traps that lay in the show, and that's one of them. Hope that's a good enough explanation, Anon.
I hear you. That makes sense.
Thanks to Ranty for the imagery. This is one of Ranty's. He's kept very quiet while we've been discussing it, I noticed. So modest.
I can't see the photo. Is it the 1 foot elevation to the beach in Barrow and Furness?
It's not actually. It might have been taken from that reel, but it's just a screenshot of a boat between Barrow and Furness with a perfectly clear view. I couldn't tell you the exact elevation of this particular shot. I think it was 1 foot, but Ranty's not come off mute to confirm any of this. So every image that he's taken of Barrow and Furness when he's got it clearly is an absolute slam dunk anyway, so it wouldn't really matter which one it was. It doesn't make that much difference. But the 1 foot one obviously is the best one. The one that's 1 inch is actually my favourite with the ducks. That's my favourite, but it's not quite so clear. That's one of your it's going to make its way into the flat earth proofs that you occasionally use in example. Check out the info box if you want to know what we're talking about. That was to you, John.
You want me to check out the info box?
No, I'm saying that the 1 foot elevation observation from where it takes it from Blackpool to Barrow in Furness is the one that you use, the 1 foot one. And I was just saying the link to the flat earth proofs is in the info box, but that's going to make its way in, is it not?
I don't know if it's going to make it into the 5 I have now. I think it stands on its own. It doesn't need any explanation.
I'd agree. That's one of the reasons it rolls by.
Has Professor Stephanie shown up yet?
Not that I can see. No, I'll just scroll my way through the Discord just in case.
I made
wouldn't
sure.
hold your
I
breath,
made
John.
sure. I'm sorry. Was it time for Vanilla to step on me?
Yeah, I got to do it at least once a show, brother. You know.
I made sure in my email message to direct her directly towards the show and towards the link in the description of every live show held daily. So we're waiting for you, love.
Hey, John, I got a question. Ballbusters. Topic.
We're holding back on that for now.
That's what I said.
Okay. Sneaky,
Ding, 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 ding.
Ding, ding, ding.
Tough man.
And with that, I'll say if you're watching this on the Nathan Oakley 1980 premiering stream, then stay tuned as there will be an after show to follow. However, if you're watching this live on Nathan Oakley, unfortunately, this is where we bid you farewell. Massive thanks to all of you who liked, commented, shared, subscribed, and all that good stuff. And also, of course, a massive thank you to all of today's debating panel, including Alan. Excellent return for making this debate possible. As I say, stay tuned if you're watching on Nathan Oakley 1980. I've been Nathan Oakley, and I'll see you all in the next video.
Oh, what a day! What a lovely day!